I'm P. Madharav, lecturer in physics. Today we'll discuss about electrostatic part 2 capacitors. We'll work out capacitor problems. Now coming back to a brief recap of the formulas. Now first one is we have two plates separated by certain distance. Two parallel plates separated by distance d. If area of the plates is A, then it is called parallel plate capacitor. C is equal to epsilon naught A by D is the formula for capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. Now suppose T is the thickness of the dielectric, K is dielectric constant. If you keep in between the plates of the capacitor, then capacitance is given by epsilon naught A by D minus T plus T by K. Now in order to have the same capacitance, what is the additional thickness to be given means this is the formula T minus T by K, shortcut formula. Suppose between the plates of the capacitor you are keeping a metal plate, then the metal plate dielectric constant is infinity, 1 by infinity is 0, then the formula modifies like C is equal to epsilon naught A by D minus T. Then energy stored in the capacitor is given by formula of CV square, Q square by 2C, QV by 2. Three formulas we have. When the capacitors are connected in series, same charge flows through the capacitors but they different potentials, and the resultant capacitance is given by formula 1 by C is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. When capacitors are connected in parallel, effective capacitance is given by C1 plus C2. Potential difference across each capacitor is same. Loss of energy in capacitors half C1 C2 by C1 plus C2 into V1 minus V2 whole square. Then common potential. Suppose a capacitor C1 is charged with a potential E1, C2 charged with a potential V2. Then common potential is given by formula C1 V1 plus C2 V2 by C1 plus C2. Now based on these formulas, we are going to work out problems. These are important models to do revise. Now here in the following circuit, all are having equal capacitance. Plus 10 volts we have here, plus A, B and C. This is all equal capacitance. Now here, what is the potential difference? Find the potentials at the point A and C. Find the potentials at A and C. All are equal capacitances. Now here in this, this is B. Now VA minus VB is equal to VB minus VC. Potential difference across this is equal to potential difference across this. Now VA plus VC is equal to VB. VB is grounded, so therefore VB is equal to 0. Now VA plus VC is equal to 0. Then VA minus VC is equal to how much here? 10 volts. Solve these two here. 2 VA is equal to 10 volts. VA is equal to 5 volts. VA is equal to minus VC, or VC is equal to minus VA, which is equal to minus 5 volts. This is the answer. Now, next problem. Suppose we have a capacitor. C1 is equal to 1 microfarad, withstands a maximum voltage of how much here? 6 volts. Another capacitor of capacitance C2 is equal to 2 microfarads, withstands a maximum voltage of voltage of 4 kilovolts V2. If they are connected in series, what is the maximum voltage that the system can withstand? Now here capacitors are connected in series. Now here like this. Now C1 is 1 microfarad. Voltage V1 withstands 6 kilovolts. C2 2 microfarads. V2 4 kilovolts. Now you know Q is equal to CV, that is here 1 into 1 microfarad 6 kilovolts into 1 microfarad means here you can get this as 1 in 10 power of minus 6 means here to get 6000 microcoulombs Q1. Q2 is equal to C2 V2, that is here 2 microfarads 4 kilovolts, here this is 2 micro, that is here 8000 microcoulombs. So first capacitor can withstand a charge of 6000, second can withstand up to 8000, but you cannot pass beyond 6000 through this capacitor will break down. So to overcome this problem, here we consider both charges having only 6000 because same charge flow through the two capacitors. Now effective potential is given by maximum potential that system can withstand is given by V is equal to Q1 by C1 plus Q2 by C2. What is Q1? 6000 microcoulombs by 1 microfarad. 1 microfarad means 10 power minus 6, this is minus 6. Second also you should consider 6000, you should not consider 8000. Only withstand capacity only 6000. 6000 divided by 2 into 10 to the power of minus 6. Here also minus 6. This is getting cancelled. So 3000. So total is 9000 volts, or they can withstand 9 kilovolts. 9 kilovolts can be withstand by the system of the two capacitors. Now next one more problem. Here the third one is find the potential difference. Find potential difference across capacitor with steady current. In the following circuit. Okay. Now in this we have like this. Here voltage V volts, here capacitor. Here down you have a battery of 2 volts. Here resistance 2R. 2R R V 2V, capacitance C. Now here AB, now you need to find potential difference across this. Under steady state condition, steady current means no current passes through this capacitor, but across potential difference across R is equal to potential across this R. So C, you should find out like that. Now here if you apply Kirchhoff laws here along this loop, along this 2V, 2R and R, what do you have? 2V minus I into 2R minus IR minus V is equal to 0. V is equal to 3IR. I is equal to V by 3R. Now from here you find out, we can find out potential difference here. VA minus V plus IR is equal to VB is getting cancelled. Now here what you have, VB minus VA you need to find IR, that is V by 3R. V by 3R into R cancels. So potential difference across capacitor is V by 3. This is the answer. Okay. Now next we have fourth problem. The energy of a charged capacitor is E. The energy of a charged capacitor is E. Now it is allowed to share its charge. It is allowed to share its charge with an identical capacitor. With an identical capacitor to half of its potential. Half of its potential. Then find loss of energy of the system. First energy stored in the capacitor is half CV square only. Now loss of energy you need to calculate, that is half C1 C2 by C1 plus C2 into V1 minus V2 whole square. The identical capacitor C into C by 2C into V minus V by 2 whole square. CC getting cancelled. 1 by 2 C by 2 V square by 4. What do you have the left out is here 1 by 8 into half CV square. But half CV square is what value? E. This is energy is equal to E is given. So it will be E by 8 is the answer. This is the answer. First energy is E. Loss of energy is E by 8. Next, fifth problem. Now here in this a parallel plate capacitor, a parallel plate capacitor of area A, plate separation D, and capacitance C. Is filled with 3 dielectrics as shown in figure. Find equivalent dielectric constant. Equivalent dielectric constants in the following circuit. Now here in this problem we have a situation like this. like this you have here a by 2, a by 2, t by 2, d by 2. This is k1, c1, c2, k2, k3. Now here these two are connected in parallel, these two are in series. Now here in this first case, C1 is equal to K1 into epsilon naught A by 2 into D. How about C2? C2 is equal to K2 into epsilon naught A by 2 T by 2. C3 is equal to K3 into epsilon naught A by 2 D by 2. Cancel like this here. These two are parallel. These two are series. Series means 1 by C dash is equal to 1 by C2 plus C3. That is 1 by C dash is equal to 1 by K2 plus 1 by K3. Anyhow, this epsilon naught A by D is constant. C dash is equal to K2 K3 by K2 plus K3 into epsilon naught A by 2 we can write. Then how about C1? C1 and C dash is there in parallel. So effective capacitance C effective is given by C1 plus C dash, that is epsilon naught A by D into K1 by 2 plus K2 K3 by K2 plus K3. But what is the C effective means? If C effective dielectric constant need to calculate. So K is equal to K1 by 2 plus K2 K3 by K2 plus K3. This is the answer. This model problem is most important. Do revise. Thank you.